UFC Vegas 106 recap, breakdown, reaction. Let's get into it, boys. It was a solid card. I did record this video last night, passed out on my bed, making the thumbnail right over there. So we're re-recording this shit. But hey, solid Apex card, honestly. We did lose one of the fights. We lost Rodolfo Bellato versus Paul Craig, which was going to be a good co-main event. We lost that fight, unfortunately. So, it wasn't the best Apex, but there was a lot of finishes on the prelim. Pretty fun card nonetheless. So we're going to get straight into it, boys. Before we go ahead and get into it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's start it off with the early prelim opener of Tisha Pennington versus Luana Pinheiro. A little bit of a boring first fight to start off this card, but it's kind of to be expected. That's why they put it as the first fight of the night, And Tisha Pennington did what Tisha Pennington does. She just outstruck her opponent, didn't really do any damage to Luana Pinheiro, didn't hurt her at any point, didn't inflict any, extreme damage. She just outpointed her throughout the fight. But honestly, this was very close, a very close fight, a very close decision, and I think it should have been a split decision. I watched it back, and I think Luana Pinheiro got the better of the exchanges when they were on the ground. She got takedowns on Tisha Pennington. She held her down. She had some good positions. She had good ground time. But, man, it seems like judges are really making an effort to just judge based on damage. It's damage-based judging now. And, of course, Tisha Pennington as well is from the U.S. They're judging in the U.S., and we got Luana Pinheiro, who's Brazilian. I don't think that played a part in it, but I don't think this should have been a unanimous decision. I think Luana Pinheiro did get a lot of good ground control time, a lot of good reverse, a lot of good positioning. She landed some good shots throughout this fight as well. She wasn't, getting outstruck exponentially, you know what I mean? Like she wasn't getting dominated by any means, and Tisha Pennington herself was giving up bad positions. So I think it should have been a split. I gave Luana Pinheiro the second round, but it was a close fight. I do see why it went to Tisha Pennington. She landed the better shots, right? And that's how they're judging. So good win by Tisha Pennington. I mean, Luana Pinheiro is on a 4-fight losing streak now, 4 or 5. No, I think it's 4. She lost to Jillian Robertson, now just lost to Tisha Pennington. Tisha Pennington does what she does. Good win by her, but I don't see her ever getting anywhere in the rankings. She's already decently old. So, good win nonetheless, though. Good win. We move on, though. Hyung-Sung Park versus Carlos Hernandez. This fight, man, I picked Carlos Hernandez. I thought he'd be scrappy enough. But, I mean, look at the striking numbers. Look at how long this fight went on. I mean, Hyung-Sung Park smoked Carlos Hernandez. Easy, man. I mean, just completely destroyed Carlos Hernandez. Broke him down. 1 round. Not even halfway throughout the round, man, and got the submission over Carlos Hernandez. Really nice win by Hyung-Sung Park. Really dominant win as well. I mean, he didn't take any damage in this fight at all and just got the submission basically right away. Carlos Hernandez, I thought he was going to be scrappy on the feet. I thought he was going to be able to keep it on the feet, be able to strike with Park. And if it did go to the ground, I thought he was going to be the better jiu-jitsu artist on the ground. But Hyung-Sung Park did well. He did very well. Was outstriking Carlos Hernandez early. He was landing a couple jabs, a couple kicks as well. And he was able to get that, I think it was a double leg, if I remember. He got the double, got to Carlos Hernandez's back, and just got the rear naked choke. And Hernandez kind of just gave up his neck right away. It was pretty, easy. A lot of the finishes in this fight, they weren't war TKO or a war submission where it had to be scrappy and scrambles. And it was kind of just easy finishes, which is it's good, but it was kind of just too easy in a lot of these fights. Anyways, we're going to get into the later fights, but great win by Hyun-Sung Park, man. Really nice submission. And, I mean, he's a solid prospect. It's hard to trust these road to the UFC guys, but good win by him, man. I mean, Carlos Hernandez is tough. He is very tough. So, good win, man. We move on. Elise Reed versus Denise Gomes. This was just, man, what is this matchmaking? What is this matchmaking? I mean, come on, boys. Come on. Look at Elise Reed and then look at Denise Gomes. I mean, Elise Reed was fighting a man, okay? All right? I don't mean to... no hate to Gomes. It's good. It's good. She's dominant. She's a massive strawweight. I mean, she's big, She's not the tallest, but she's broad, man. She's broad. She has power. She got the buzz cut, man. She got the buzz cut. She's rocking the buzz cut, the neck tattoo, the chest tattoo. You're not beating Denise Gomes if you're Elise Reed. It just wasn't happening. I'm surprised Elise Reed, lasted as long as she did. Round 1 was dominant by Denise Gomes. I thought she was going to end it in round 1. She was piecing up Elise Reed, clipped her early, had her a little bit wobbly, and I was like, the second she clipped her, I was like, I think this shit's over. But it did go the full first round, went into the second round, didn't go very far in the second round, though. But the first round, Denise was on top of Elise, landing some nice shots. She clipped her on the feet, and then they went to the ground. I think Denise got the takedown. up against the fence, got the takedown on Elise Reed, was on top of her. I thought she was going to go for an arm triangle or a submission or something, was landing some nice shots, kind of just held her down for that round. Didn't really look to advance the position and look for a submission. She was kind of going for a bit of ground and pound, nothing crazy though, and she won that round clear, fairly won that round 10-9, easily, maybe 10-8. Great round by Denise Gomes. And then in the second round, I mean, she just came out, threw a perfect overhand right, clipped Elise Reed, just literally twirled her head back, cocked her head back after she got hit by that right hand, dropped her really bad, man, and then just followed up with like 20 ground and pound shots, 20 post knockdown shots. And I mean, this ref was like, yo, if you die, you die type ref. This was the if you die, you die type ref. And I mean, you love to see it, but poor Elise Reed, man, she got beat down badly by Denise Gomes, was bleeding pretty bad as well. Nice TKO by Denise Gomes. It was pretty nasty. She deserved the performance of the night bonus, and she did get it, man. Well deserved by Denise Gomes, and really nice TKO. I mean, this was like very low competition for her to get, but they are boosting Denise Gomes up the rankings and stuff. They're going to give her a ranked opponent next, I bet. So good win by her. We move on, though. Luana Santos versus Tainara Lisboa, man. This was a satisfying win because every single motherfucker, man, every single person on YouTube UFC, on YouTube MMA channels, on Instagram MMA channels, on everything, bro. Every single person who reviews and breaks down UFC was on Tainara Lisboa. Every single one was like, Tainara Lisboa is the dog of the week. She's the pick of the week. She's the best pick of the week. Like, all this shit, man. And I'm like, are you serious? Tainara Lisboa's got no takedown defense. She's coming off of an injury in a 2-year layoff. And Luana Santos isn't a bum. Sure, she lost her last fight, but she's got really good takedowns. Her striking's not horrible. It doesn't look great. Trust me, it's really not good. But her takedowns are dominant. You know, she's got really nice top control. She can look for submissions. She can look for ground and pound. And that's exactly what she did in this fight. She had a perfect game plan. Round one, they were striking for a little bit. Tainara didn't really land anything. She was throwing a couple jabs here and there. Luana was throwing a couple as well, but it was just tit for tat. And then Luana got a nice takedown on Tainara quite early, and there was no resistance from Lisboa. No resistance, man. And that was the main thing. A lot of people were on Lisboa, and sure, if this was a kickboxing match, she would have won, but this is MMA. So Luana Santos took her down super easy, took her down, and then she got that headlock that she likes to get, kind of, where she's off to the side of the body of her opponent, and she got like her arm kind of hooked under. She was holding Tainara there for a while, landing some elbows, landing some nice little shots, some pitter-patter shots, just dominated her that round. It wasn't like crazy domination, but you know, this was kind of a trend going on through the fights in this card, a lot where it was like, get the takedown, get the finish, and that's kind of what it was, man. I mean, it happened on a lot of the fights this card, and that's what happened on this fight. I mean, Luana Santos got the takedown, dominated Lisboa, and then came out round two, exact same thing, got the takedown right away with the single leg really easily. Like, it's not even like Tainara was like putting up a fight to stop the takedown. She was just getting taken down easy by Santos. And Santos got that like, credit to her though. They were good takedowns, and she got to top mount, man. And there was only like 30 seconds left. She was on top of Lisboa. I was like, okay, Luana's going to win this round, and she'll probably win the next, get a decision. And then she gets the arm of Lisboa, starts bending it back with a beautiful key lock. Beautiful key lock, man. 20 seconds left. You hear Michael Bisping go, she don't got this. She don't got this. There's no way she's got this. And then she freaking verbally taps, man. Because, I mean, what the fuck is Bisping on? This guy is always trolling. But nice submission by Luana Santos. She submits I was about to say Luana. She submits Tainara Lisboa with 1 second to go. I think, does it say the time over here? 1 second to go right there. 1 second to go in round two. Beautiful submission by Luana Santos. The first women's key lock in WMMA, or in the UFC. In the UFC WMMA. Beautiful submission. I mean, she deserved a performance of the night bonus. Didn't get it, but I think she deserved it for being the first WMMA UFC fighter to get a key lock. I mean, come on, man. But beautiful win by Luana Santos. Tainara Lisboa, everybody was picking her. So take that shit, boys. Take that shit. But we move on. Yadier Del Val versus Connor Matthews. I mean, Connor Matthews is just a victim. He's just a victim, man. We picked Yadier Del Val. Yadier Del Val got it done. He got it done in round one. I was surprised he got it done in round one. I thought Connor Matthews would put up a bit more of a fight. Why is the UFC app glitching, man? This shit always glitches out. Anyways, Del Val smoked him, man. I mean, on the feet, he connected a couple shots. Connor Matthews only really got off a couple leg kicks early. Got off a couple little leg kicks here and there. And then it was a trend throughout this card. Yadier got the takedown. He got him clinched up against the fence. Got the takedown. Connor Matthews had his head in a guillotine for a little bit. And then squeezed out Yadier Del Val. Got the takedown. got to Connor Matthews' back, or was on top position on Connor Matthews, and then Connor spun over, man, gave his back to Yadier easy, and then Yadier, he was on top of him. Connor Matthews was face down to the canvas, and Yadier just slipped that arm under, rear naked choke. Beautiful submission by Yadier Del Valle. Super easy, man. He's really powerful, really big for the division as well. I think he's going to do pretty well. I mean, all the undefeated prospects on this card did survive. They all survived, man. They all kept their O, which is impressive, man, especially in 2025. But great win by Yadier Del Valle. I'm excited to see him later in the UFC. We got to cut Connor Matthews, unfortunately, man. But we will move on to the next fight. Jared Gordon versus Thiago Moises. Now, how the fuck did Jared Gordon not get a performance of the night bonus? We're trolling UFC. We're trolling, man. But I'll get into the breakdown here. Jared Gordon, man, beautiful win over Thiago Moises. I picked Thiago Moises. You know, I thought he looked good early on. I thought he was going to get this win. I thought the takedowns would be a differential factor in this fight. And this was the only fight where the takedowns, they were implicated a bit, but it wasn't a massive part of this fight. Early in the fight, Jared Gordon kind of clipped Thiago Moises, dropped him. Thiago was on his back. Jared actually followed him to the canvas. And me, in my head, I'm thinking that's a horrible idea for Jared Gordon. I mean, Thiago Moises is a Brazilian black belt, BJJ black belt, what am I saying? And he's got good submissions off of his back. He's a good BJJ artist, man. And I was like, Jared Gordon, I don't know if he can defend himself on the mat, but he did well. Round one, he was holding Thiago down after he dropped him, was landing a couple elbows, but Thiago kept him close so he couldn't land many shots, and Moises was landing some elbows off of his back. And I thought the second Moises would get back to his feet, we'd be good, we'd be chilling. But Jared Gordon, man, respect to him, man. Credit to Jared Gordon, 36, man. He cracks Moises with a beautifully timed overhand right, just clips Moises right on the button, man, drops Thiago Moises, and then follows up with one perfect right hand TKO shot, man, and just puts Moises out on the canvas. This was like the last thing I expected in this fight. The last thing. I was like, there are 2 or 3 outcomes in this fight. Either Jared Gordon gets a decision, Thiago Moises gets a decision, or Thiago Moises gets a submission. That's how I saw this fight playing out. I don't know about you guys, but this was a 50-50 in my eyes, and I thought Thiago would get the better of the exchanges. I thought he'd get the ground game going. I thought he'd hold Jared Gordon down, and Jared Gordon did well, man. He did really well. I mean, he said it in his post-fight interview, I'm pretty sure. He could be on a 6-fight win streak right now. He arguably beat Paddy Pimblett. He arguably beat Nasrat Haqparast. He went to a no contest with Bobby Green because of Bobby Green. It was his fault, right? He was beating Bobby Green, King Green. But, Jared Gordon could arguably be on a solid win streak right now. It's unlucky for him, but great win. He deserved a performance bonus of the night. What am I saying? And, fuck the UFC for not giving him one, man. We move on, though. Gabe Green versus Matheus Camillo. I picked Matheus Camillo. A lot of people picked Matheus Camillo. I just didn't trust Gabe Green's chin. I didn't trust his lack of activity. I didn't trust the fact that this guy was cutting down 15 pounds from welterweight to lightweight. Big cut, right? It took 2 years to do it, to cut that 15 pounds. And he was inactive, right? So there's a lot of questions. Matheus Camillo, really nice boxer, really crisp, good, can defend himself on the ground. And he did almost submit Gabe Green. Really, really, really close to submitting Gabe Green. Had a really nice leg triangle at the halfway point of round 2. Really nice leg triangle. Completely sunk it in as well. He had the arm of Gabe Green. Gabe was completely in. Then he lifted up Camillo, got up with him, slammed him down, tried to go for the slam TKO. Camillo was chilling, but I think it might have affected him because right after that slam, his grip started to loosen a little bit, and that's when Green was able to slide his head out, man. And it was tough to know if that leg triangle was locked in because Green's beard, man, you couldn't tell if the leg triangle was around his neck or if it was around his chin or just around his ears. Like, it was really hard to see. I thought it was sunken in. I mean, he had it locked in for a while, but he was putting so much pressure on his legs that he kind of gassed himself out, and Green was able to survive. He was able to squeeze out of that position, get to Camillo's back. Once he was on Camillo's back, he was able to just sink in a rear naked choke super easy. Like, super easy. Like, I don't want to hate on Matheus Camillo, but dude kind of gave up. He kind of gave up after that leg triangle attempt. The second that he broke that grip, Green broke that grip, it was kind of like Camillo just was like, all right, man, I lose. It's over. I had my chance. I fucked it up. So it was kind of sad to see, but Gabe Green, really nice rear naked choke. Really respect for the dog in him, man. Just dogging it out, surviving that leg triangle because it was tight. It was very tight, and he also had the arm. I think Camilo should have isolated the arm, gone for the leg triangle and the arm bar would have been the perfect way to go. I don't think he had enough space, though, because he was backed up against the fence. But good win by Gabe Green. Really nice comeback win. I mean, really tough comeback win as well. Nice rear naked choke, and he's back in the win column. At lightweight, he looks pretty good. I hope he stays at lightweight. But even early on in this fight, Camilo was winning the first round. By the way, I didn't mention Camilo was winning the first round. I was like, okay, this might just be a striking matchup. Camilo might just outpoint him, slowly throughout the fight. Might be boring, but Gabe Green, man, what a dog! Nice submission win. Good for him. He needed that win desperately. He would have gone cut if he didn't get it. We move on though to the main card fight of the night. Julian Erosa, Melky Costa. This was a fucking fight, boys. This was a fight. What a dog fight. Julian Erosa is he always brings a fun fight. He always brings a fun fight, whether that's him getting a knockout, a submission, or him getting knocked out, or even a decision. It's a fun fight. These guys called fight of the night. They got fight of the night. Mad respect. I'm glad they got fight of the night because it was a good fight. I mean, Julian Erosa just keeps coming at you. He keeps coming at you. He does not stop. He's just non-stop in your face, putting the pressure on you, throwing hooks, non-stop chin up in the air, man, to get clipped. And Melky, he capitalized on those moments where Erosa's head was just in the air. His chin was all the way up in the air. Melky was hitting him. He clipped Erosa in round one, had him stumbling all over the place, had him rocked pretty bad. I think he clipped him with a right or a left hook. Really clean shot by Costa. And Julian Erosa was kind of wobbled for the rest of that round. Costa won round one. I scored every round for Costa, but it was close. I think the second or the third could have maybe gone to Erosa, but Costa was just landing the better shots. He outstruck Erosa. Erosa was nonstop pushing the pace, but he wasn't throwing power shots. He was throwing little pitter-patter shots nonstop, right? Like the pressure nonstop. That's what he does. But connection-wise, the power-wise, the difference was the power, and I think Costa was just landing the more powerful shots, stunning Erosa every time Erosa would get hit. It was he felt that he got clipped. And I think Costa played it perfectly, stayed on the feet when Erosa tried to drag it to the mat, because Costa did get some takedowns on Erosa. Erosa got takedowns on Costa as well. Costa was able to get back to his feet every time, switch the position and break the guard, man, because Erosa was trying to clinch up, land some shots in the pocket, and go for his Darce choke that he loves, his Darce choke, his guillotine, what he loves, right? And Melky had a perfect game plan. He stayed sound, he stayed defensively sound, and he landed really nice kicks on Erosa as well. Melky's got some of the best kicks in featherweight. Nice body kick, nice head kick, the leg kicks as well. He cut open his toe at one point and it started gushing blood. It was pretty nasty, but really nice work by Melchizedek Costa, man. Good fight. Really, really fun fight. And it was cool to see these guys afterwards. After this fight, they were in the back room getting healed up and stuff. Is cool. They took a picture. Really nice guys. It seemed like a good fight, man. Really, really good fight. I don't know what I'm saying right now, but you guys get the point. I'm tired as fuck right now as well. We are going to move on. Dustin Stoltz versus... What am I saying? Dustin Stoltz versus Nursultan Ruziboyev, man. Dustin Stoltz actually put up a solid fight. I picked Nursultan Ruziboyev. I thought Ruziboyev would just be able to knock him out round one or round two, because Stoltz's chin can be questionable at times. He got knocked out by Bruno Ferreira. Is it Bruno Ferreira? Yeah, the Ferreira guy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Ferreira. He's been knocked out a couple of times anyway. Stoltz's chin can be questionable, but he's tough. He's very, very tough, and he was very tough in this fight, and he almost beat Ruziboyev in round one. Round one, Ruziboyev came out, was landing some nice shots. Obviously, his big right hand is what he wants to connect with. That's kind of his whole game. We got to see a bit more of Ruziboyev in this fight, which I kind of like, because there's some question marks, whether he can go the distance, get a unanimous decision, get a decision, just go to the third round, what he looks like. And he actually looked pretty good. He looked pretty good for the third round. I think 185 is his good weight class, and it was a good fight. I mean, Ruziboyev was landing his right hand early on, his left hand as well, clipping Stoltzfus a bit, but Stoltzfus was pretty defensively sound. And then about halfway through that round, Stoltzfus was able to get the takedown on Ruziboyev and got top position on him with a guillotine. Really, really sunken in guillotine. Nasty guillotine. I thought Ruziboyev was about to tap. You could see it on his face. He was wincing, and then he pulled his hand out. It looked like he was about to tap. And a couple of times his hand kind of went like this, and I thought he was tapping, but he didn't actually tap. He didn't tap. The ref didn't call it. I don't think they were taps, at least, unless he just got away with tapping and it did. I don't know what it was, but it looked like Ruziboyev was going to tap a couple of times. He was able to break the grip, though, get out of the guillotine, and reverse the position. He spun around Dustin Stoltzfus and got on top of him, finished the round on top, I believe. I think they might have gone back to the feet, but I think he finished it on top, won that round. It was very close, though. Stoltzfus almost subbed him. Then round two, Ruziboyev was doing his thing, landing the better shots. Clipped Stoltzfus with an uppercut. made him start to bleed. His nose was bleeding. He just made the more damaging shots on Stoltzfus. Round 2, definitely Ruziboyev, and round 3 as well. I think that one was close because Stoltzfus was dogging it out and he was getting the clinch. I think he got another takedown round 3 as well, and he was just landing some good shots on Ruziboyev. I'll give him credit. I mean, Stoltzfus was just dogging it out. Really, really trying to get this win. Respect to him, but Ruziboyev just won round 1, won round 2, and he could have won round 3. So good win by Nursultan Ruziboyev. Good to see him go the full distance and get a unanimous decision, even though I already know how many of you guys hammered Nursultan Ruziboyev by KO or submission or just by KO, man. But good win by Nursultan Ruziboyev. We move on to somehow the co-main event, since obviously Paul Craig versus Bellato was canceled. We got Sadiq Yusuff versus Myron Santos. Kind of a boring fight, I won't lie. I did pick Myron Santos. I thought he could get it done. I thought he was the better striker. A lot of people were picking Yusuff as a dog, but Yusuff, coming off of a decent layoff, didn't look very good against Diego Lopez. His fight before that as well, I believe it was Edson Barboza he lost to. Like, having some really close fights, and his chin, I thought Santos would chin him. But Yusuff was pretty defensively sound, but he didn't look like his old self. He was scared to get in the pocket. He was scared to get into striking exchanges with Myron Santos, who looked a little bit tubby, man, at lightweight. But I think he should move down to featherweight. I think both of these guys should stay at featherweight. But it was a good fight nonetheless. Sadiq Yusuff, yeah, he was just scared. You know, he's good in the pocket. That's where he's good. But after that Diego Lopez KO loss, I think he's a little scared to get in the pocket, a little scared to make it nasty, and that's what he had to do because Myron Santos, from the outside, that's where he loves to be, the outside man. The power shots from the outside, the backing up, the slipping away shots, like that's what he likes. You know, the step back shots, and I think Sadiq just had to make it dirty. I think he had to make it dirty. He didn't do that. You know, he clinched with Santos a bit, but Santos always broke the grip, was able to circle out, get the center of the octagon, land the better shots. Sadiq just was not high volume, wasn't connecting properly, and Myron Santos bloodied him up in the second, I believe. The second or third, he bloodied Sadiq Yusuff up pretty bad. He kicked him. Oh, yeah. Oh, he was early second round. He landed a flush head kick on Yusuff. He ate it. Mad respect to Yusuff. He ate that head kick straight to the chin, man. Or straight to the dome. It was right here. Cut open the eyelid of Yusuff, man. And nice kick by Myron Santos. That just started off the second round well for him. And I think just from there, Yusuff just didn't get any momentum going. Wasn't able to break the momentum of Myron Santos. And at the end of the fight, Santos knew he was winning, so he didn't throw himself back into the fight to risk getting knocked out or risk losing. So it was kind of just running around at the end of the fight. Okay fight, but good win by Myron Santos. He played it smart. He played it safe, and he won fair and square. This was a unanimous for sure, unlike his last fight, which was arguably a robbery. We move on, though, to the main freaking event. Gilbert Burns, man, no, boys, no. Like, Gilbert Burns gets TKO'd round 1. I mean, just nothing else to say. Really nothing else to say. Michael Morales makes it look so easy. It was a disappointing ending, you know, because I feel like a lot of people thought this was going to go into the later rounds. I mean, a lot of people that I follow, a lot of people that I watch as well, like YouTubers, were thinking this is going to go later rounds. I thought this was going to go later rounds. My friends were thinking this is going to go later rounds. But, man, Michael Morales just walks Gilbert down early, connects the bigger shots. Gilbert is shelling up hard. I don't know how hard Michael Morales hits. I mean, on fight night, he was weighing it at probably 185, 190 pounds. I think it was 12 hours after the fight. This guy weighed 197 pounds. Michael Morales is super big. This dude is super big for the division. He should arguably be at 185, but somehow makes 170. Really big. The size advantage was so evident the second they got in the octagon. And Michael Morales walks him down with ease, throws some big left rights. That's basically all he threw was left, right, check hooks, nonstop. Not even check hooks, just big winding up shots, and was clipping Gilbert Burns. But it wasn't like Gilbert Burns got caught really bad. He got dropped twice in the matter of like a minute, but it wasn't like he was getting clipped super bad, right? This was just Gilbert Burns shelling up and being kind of knocked over almost, not being unconscious. So Michael Morales unloaded like a 20-punch combo, dropped Burns, kind of made him drop with his guard up high. Michael Morales got to his back, and then Gilbert was able to get back to his feet, and then Michael Morales walked him down again with a big combination of just bop, 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 until Gilbert Burns fell down and the ref called it. I mean, dude, you know, it sucks because it was almost an unsatisfying ending. I would have much rather have seen Michael Morales either flatline KO Gilbert Burns or Gilbert Burns beat Michael Morales, man. Like, this was just like an early, lousy stoppage. It was a good stoppage, fair, but it was just because Gilbert Burns was shelling up, man. And I think he's done. I think Gilbert Burns is done. I love Gilbert Burns, but I think he's done. You have to accept the fact that Gilbert Burns can't really inflict that damage. Isn't that dog that he used to be. Can't take shots the way he used to. And it's unfortunate, man. I think he should hang it up. And good win by Michael Morales. Really early finish. Good for him. It's gonna look good when he's trying to move up the rankings. I think he deserves a top 5 opponent now. But shit, man, Gilbert Burns, he just didn't look great. He really didn't look great. But that's the entire card, boys. I know. Small card. Such a small card. It felt like it went by like this. It started early, ended super early. But if you guys did enjoy the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, drop it down in the comments what you guys thought about this card, and I will catch you boys in the next one. See you.